Mark price is the price that you find on the label. Okay, the price tag that is there on the article. Discount, discount is a reduction in price on the mark price or the label price, whatever price that is being reduced on the label price. Selling price, the selling price is the price that the customer is paying, right? Selling price is the price of the shopkeeper, or how much the customer is paying.
Mm.
Okay.
Issue too.
Next, so as I said, selling price is a price at which the price that the customer is paying, or selling price is the selling price of the shopkeeper. Okay. And discount is a reduction in price, as I told you. And how is the discount calculated? Discount, I've forgotten to write here. Discount D is selling price, is mark price minus selling price. Discount is mark price minus selling price. Okay. Given your mark price and discount, how do you calculate the selling price? Selling price is mark price minus discount. Okay. From the label price, you subtract how much the shopkeeper has reduced to get the selling price. Okay. Let us see this example here. The example here states that find the mark price which a customer pays for an article marked at rupees 575. So mark price here is 575 rupees, in which he gets a rebate of 69. What do you mean by rebate? Rebate is very synonymous to discount. Whether you say rebate or discount, it is almost the same thing. Not exactly the same thing. It differs in English, but mathematically we can take the definitions of rebate and discount to be almost the same. We can take it to be same. So what is a discount here? 69 rupees. Okay. Question is find the price which the customer pays. For the find the price which the customer pays means the selling price. Okay. The selling price of the shopkeeper. So selling price, is market price minus discount. You simply calculate from here. So 575 minus 69. And that will give you 506. Okay. Next, discount percentage. Now, remember, when dealing with discounts, discount is always calculated on the mark price. Okay, learn this sentence. Discount is calculated on the mark price. If you remember, when we were doing profit and loss, I told you to remember one more sentence, that is, profit percentage or loss percentage or profit and loss is always calculated on the cost price. Similarly, here, this sentence you must remember that discount is always calculated on the mark price of the article. Okay. So if you see here, if the discount is given to you and if the mark price is given to you, then you can calculate the percentage discount also. In this, let's see with the help of an example. Find the discount, and discount percentage when its mark price is 780 and selling price is 721.5. So here clearly you need to find a discount also, and you need to find out the discount percentage also. That is how much percentage of price has been reduced. Okay. So first here we have mark price is equal to 780. Selling price is given to be 721.5. Therefore, you know that discount, that is what the question is. First part of the question, you need to calculate the discount. So that therefore, what is the discount? The discount here is mark price minus selling price. 780 minus 721.5. And this is 58.5. Discount in rupees. Now, what is the discount in percentage terms? Percentage discount. You know that percentage discount is always calculated, or discount percentage is always calculated on the mark price. You have a discount divided by mark price into 100. You have a discount of 58.5 and you have a mark price of 780 and you multiply it by 100. Okay, so this is 585 by 7800 into 100. Both the zeros cancel here. Okay, and this will cancel. You can cancel with 3 also. You can cancel directly with 15 also. Is 30 in fact. Not, not cancel directly. You can cancel this with 3. Then you can cancel this with yes. Okay, and so this should be, you can cancel with 13 also. 13 2 and 13 1 50 by 2. So this comes to 7.5%. So how much was the discount percentage? Discount percentage was 7.5%. Okay, so whether you say 7.5% on 780 rupees or whether you say 58.5 rupees, they are the same. Different methods of expressing. Next, how do you calculate? This is a very important formula. How do you calculate selling price directly from discount? You will be applying this almost everywhere, not only here in class 8, but also whenever you will be dealing with further sums on arithmetic later on. Um, you have your not value added tax, you have your GST later on. So whenever you will be calculating your selling price, you will be applying this formula. It's a very important formula. Without calculating the discount, how do you calculate the selling price? Let us see this sum. Find the selling price of an article whose advertised price is 28.5. Advertised price is the same as label price. Okay, so which is the same as mark price. So mark price here is 28,500. And shopkeeper gives a discount of 14%. So percentage discount is 14%. Okay, you need to find out the selling price. Now there are two methods of finding. Let us see first method. In the first method, you actually find out the discount and then you find out the selling price. Okay, so in the first one, discount here is calculated on the mark price. So from percentage discount, you're calculating the discount here. So 14 by 100 into 28,500. Okay, so 3,990 is the discount that is being given. That is the reduction on the mark price that is being given. So what should be the selling price? It should be mark price minus discount. Mark price is 28,500 minus discount is 3,990. So this comes to 24,510. Okay, this is your first method where you are actually calculating the discount here and then you are subtracting it from the mark price to get your selling price. But directly, if you want to calculate, then this formula is very useful. selling price is equal to 1 minus percentage discount by 100 into mark price. You will get your selling price directly. See how. See, in this question, it is given discount percentage is given to be how much? 14%. Let's put 14. And the mark price is 28,500. So now let us calculate this. You can cancel here also 750 and then take the LCM. So 1 minus 7 by 50 into 28,500. Take the LCM 50. 50 minus 7 into 28,500. So this is 43 by 50 into 28,500. And cancel here. $570, and if you multiply, this will again come to 24,510. So if you see in method 2, I have calculated the selling price directly from the mark price. But in method 1, what I have done is I have first calculated the discount and then I have subtracted it from the mark price to get my ultimate selling price. So,
Excuse me.
hmm,
Excuse me, sir.
yes,
Sir, please mark me present as I'm going to doctor.
okay. Your
Okay,
name?
sir. Thank you.
Piyush Das.
Use Das.
Okay. Sharmista, you
Okay, sir.
heard? Or
Yes, sir. Sir,
is he?
he's in Kripa's class.
Okay, Kripa, you have heard?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. Let us do the next problem here. A shopkeeper marks his good at such a price that would give him a profit of 10% after allowing a discount of 12%. If an article is marked at 2,250, find its selling price. Important kind of a problem. Okay, follow this problem very carefully. If you follow this problem carefully, you will be understanding almost the entire concept of profit loss and discounts. Shopkeeper marks his goods at such a price that would give him a profit of 10% after allowing a discount of 12%. Remember, whenever you don't know the mark price, okay, remember this, whenever discounts are involved, and if you don't know the mark price, please assume the mark price to be X always. Okay, just as in case of profit and loss problem, you did not know the price, then you assume the cost price to be X. Similarly, whenever discounts are involved, if you don't know the mark price, and if they are talking about discounts, then always assume the mark price to be X first. Okay, that will be of great help. So here, if you see that a discount is involved of 12%, that means discount involved means there has to be a mark price. So we assume first, let the mark price. Okay, the mark price is given. If the article is marked at 2,250, so then that is not a problem. So mark price is given because mark price is 2,250. Mark price is 2,250. Okay, and here, how much is the discount percentage? Discount percentage is 12%. Okay, um, so what should be the selling price? We want to calculate the selling price directly without calculating the discount, right? So we'll apply that formula directly. Selling price is equal to, therefore, selling price is equal to, put off your camera. Whoever's camera is on, put it off. Selling price is 1 minus percentage discount by 100 into mark price. So 1 minus percentage discount is 12 divided by 100 into mark, and mark price here is 2250. Now we can calculate this. Cancel with 4, cancel with 25. So you get 1 minus 3 by 25 into 2250. Now you take the LCM. This is 22 by 25 into 2250. This you can cancel. Cancel how many times? 9 times. So 90. Therefore 22 into 90 is 1980. So this is your selling price. Okay. Now see the question. After allowing he would make a profit of 10% after allowing a discount of 12%. So he's allowing a discount of 12%. Okay, that means his selling price is 1980. Okay, and he's selling at this price and he's making a profit of how much? So selling price is 1980 and profit that he's making is 10%. Okay, so we have found out the selling price. That was the first part of the question. So we have found out the selling price. Selling price is 1980. Next is cost price. So he's selling at 1980. His profit percentage is 10. So we can calculate this cost price from the given. If the selling price and profit percentage are given, you can calculate the cost price. How do you calculate? Let the cost price be X. Therefore, what should be the selling price? 1 plus 10 by 100 into cost price. 1 plus profit percentage is 10. 100 cost price is X. So you can say 1 plus 1 by 10 into X. Now you can take the LCM. 10 plus 1 by 10, which is 11x by 10. But the selling price is given to be 1980. So according to the problem, 11x by 10 must be equal to 1980. Now you can calculate x from here. So 11x here is 'So this is, you can cancel here 180. So 1800 is your cost price. Any question on this? So what you see in
No,
this sum
sir.
is from the mark price, I have calculated the selling price. And from the selling price, I have calculated the cost price when the profit percentage was given. Very, very important problem. Please go through this problem once again. Okay, if you understand this problem, you have understand mostly profit, loss, and discounts. Let us see the next
So
problem.
can you please explain it once again?
From the beginning.
Yes, sir.
Which part? If you want to understand from the beginning, you see the video. But unless you have any in any specific portion, if you have any doubt, then you can ask. Otherwise, from the beginning, let me just summarize it for you. From the mark price, mark price was given to you 2250. From the mark price, and discount was also given. And you know how to calculate the selling price from the mark price, right? You know how to calculate, right? With the help of this formula I gave you, you can calculate the selling price. Now, once you calculate the selling price, we calculated the selling price to be 1980. Now also it was said that the profit of 10% after selling it at this price, he is making a profit of 10% also. So therefore, if on selling at this, if he is making a profit of 10%, that means his selling price is 1980 and his profit is 10%. And if you know the selling price and if you know the profit, then you can calculate the cost price. As I told you earlier, you assume the cost price to be X and then you calculate the cost price. Okay. So any doubts on any specific part?
No, sir.
Next, a shopkeeper buys a dinner set for 1200 rupees and marks it 80% above the cost price. What do you mean by marking it 80% above the cost price? Suppose the shopkeeper buys the article for dinner set, say for rupees 100, and he buys this, that means it is his cost price. Okay, and he marks it at 80% above this. Marks it at means mark price is 80% above 100. 80% above the cost price. So what does it mean? It means that if you increase 100 by 80, you will get the mark price. How do you increase a quantity? 1 plus increase percentage divided by 100 into original quantity. So you have increased 100 by 80% to get this. So this must be a mark price because he is increasing his cost price by 80% and that should be his mark price. Okay, so that is what this sum means. Okay, let us coming back to the sum. A shopkeeper buys the dinner set for 1200 rupees and marks it 80% above the cost price. If it gives a discount on it, 15% if he's giving 15% discount on it, first question is find the mark price. So clearly what I'll say here is that the cost price is 1200 rupees. Okay, and mark price is therefore he's marking it 80% above the cost price. That means he's increasing the cost price by 80%. So 1 plus increase percentage divided by 100 into original. So this is 1 plus 2 by 5 into 1200. So which is 5 plus 2 by 5 into 1200. 7 by 5 into 1200. 240 into 7. Okay, so this is, now this will cancel 4 times. This should be 4. This should be 4 and this should be 9. So this is 2160. This is the mark price. He increased 1200 by 80% to get your mark price. Okay, that is what. They've got once you have got the mark price, let's see what the next question is. Next question is selling price. How much discount is he offering? He's offering a discount of 15%. And we have already calculated his mark price to be 2160. So we can calculate the selling price from here very easily. Selling price is, the discount percentage, the mark price. You can calculate the selling price easily. 1 minus discount percentage by 100 into mark price. 1 minus 15 by 100 into this. So we can cancel here. 1 minus 3 by 20 into 2160. Now you can take the LCM. 20 minus 3 into 2160, which is 17 by 20 into 2160. Now you can cancel 108. Now you multiply, you get 1836. This is your selling price. Okay. And the third one is profit percentage. How do you calculate profit percentage? If you know the profit, you can calculate the profit percentage. So, and how do you know the profit? You, for profit, you must know the selling price. Selling price, you know, here is 1836. Okay. Cost price. What is the cost price here? Let's look above. Cost price you see here is 1200 rupees. So you have 1200 rupees as your cost price. Now we have what is required. So therefore, what is the profit? SP minus CP. 1836 minus 1200, which is 636. And therefore, what is the profit percentage? It is profit by cost price, because profit or loss is always calculated on the cost price. So this is 636 divided by cost price is 1200 into 100. The 2 zeros gone here, and you can calculate, you can cancel this directly, or you can calculate with 4 also. 4 into, let's cancel with 4. 4 1, you have 4 5, you have 4 9, and this you have 53. So he is making 53% profit. Okay, so that is what. Let us now try to understand the next problem, and maybe we'll finish it in the next class. A shopkeeper allows 20% discount on his goods. Okay, so percentage discount is given 20%, and still earns a profit of 20%. Profit percentage is also given. If an article is sold for rupees 360, okay, selling price is given. Question is find the mark price, find the cost price. Okay, so how do you calculate mark price from the selling price? You know that selling price, if I say let the mark price be X, calculating mark price from the selling price is just like calculating your cost price from the selling price. Okay, so whenever you don't know the mark price, as I told you, assume it to be X. Let the mark price be X. So therefore, what should be the selling price? 1 minus discount percentage by 100 into mark price. 1 minus discount is percentage is 20, and mark price we are going to be X. So you can cancel this with 5. So you get 1 minus 1 by 5 into X. So you now take the LCM, 5 minus 1 by 5 times X. So you get this as 4X by 5. So you're getting your selling price as 4X by 5. And what is the selling price given here? Selling price is given to be 360. So therefore, according to the problem, 4X by 5 must be equal to 360. So you can calculate X from here. 4X is equal to 360 into 5. That means X is 360 into 5 divided by 4. So this is 450. So your mark price is 450. Okay, so whenever you don't know the mark price, calculating the selling price from the mark price is very easy. But if whenever you don't know the mark price, you assume it to be X, and then you got to do 1 or 2 more steps. Just like this in profit and loss, when you did not know the cost price and you were calculating the cost price from the selling price, then you are assuming cost price to be X. Similarly, when you're calculating the mark price from the selling price, you assume it to be X and calculate it exactly as I have done here. Okay. So I stop here for today.